topic for today is all about Asian regionalism. Ano nga ba ang Asian? Asian refers to the continent of Asia, which is the largest and most populous continent in the world. It is home to diverse cultures, languages, religions, and economics. Sa regionalism naman, it is a political ideology or concept that emphasizes the interest, cooperation, and integration of a specific region. So, what is Asian regionalism? Asian regionalism is a product of economic interaction, not political planning, as a result of successful outward-oriented growth strategies. Asian economics have grown not only richer but also closer together. It also defined as a political ideology that favors a specific region over a greater area. It usually results due to political separation, religion, geography, cultural boundaries, linguistic regions, and managerial divisions. Asian regionalism is a concept that has emerged from increasing interconnectedness of Asian economies. This interconnectedness is seen through various economic relationships, such as trade, financial transactions, direct investment, technology, labor, and tourist flows. Basically, it's like the countries in Asia are becoming a tight-knit neighborhood where everyone's actions affect each other. Now, let's talk about regionalization and globalization. Regionalization is a process of dividing an area into a smaller segment called regions, while globalization is a process by which the people of the world are unified into single society and function together. So, example, imagine you have a big cake. In regionalization, it's like cutting that cake into smaller pieces, each piece representing a region. On the other hand, globalization is like mixing all the ingredients of the cake together. It's about making the world more interconnected and unified, just like how the ingredients of a cake mix together to form a single dessert. Next, difference between regionalism and regionalization. The difference of them is regionalism is a theory or practice of regional rather than the central system of administration or economic, cultural, or political affiliation, while regionalization is the division of a nation into state or provinces. So, example is regionalism is like having preference for your favorite piece of the cake. It's about favoring a specific region. On the other hand naman, regionalization is the actual process of cutting the cake into pieces. It's about dividing a larger area into smaller regions. Countries form regional organizations for various reasons. So next is why countries form regional organization. Countries form regional organizations for various reasons. Imagine you and your friends forming a study group to tackle a difficult project. You do this to share resources, help each other out, and make the project easier to handle. Similarly, countries form regional organizations to cope with challenges of globalization, pool resources together, and protect their independence. So, in regional integration is a process by which two or more nation-states agree to cooperate and work closely together to achieve peace, stability, and wealth. The interworld is moving towards integration. It is inevitable. In Asia, the Southeast Asian countries have already formed ASEAN, which is the Association of Southeast Asian Nations. This regional power bloc appears to work fine. The member states fit very well together because of the following factors. For In simple words, regional integration, like Asian, is like forming a bigger study group where everyone agrees to work together for a common goals. This is done to achieve peace, stability, and wealth. The reason for forming regional association can be varied, like for military defense, handling economic crises, pooling resources, or protecting independence. These factors is also the reasons why do countries form regional association. Una dito is yung military defense. Ano ba ang military defense? This is one of the primary reasons for countries to form regional associations to enhance their collective security and defense capabilities. Paano? By joining forces and establishing alliance, countries can deter potential threats and provide mutual assistance in times of conflict. For example, yung NATO, which is the North Atlantic Treaty Organization, was formed to protect Europe from the threat of the Soviet Union during the Cold War. Next is the economic crisis. Regional associations can also be formed to address economic challenges and crises. Kasi during times of economic downturn or instability, countries may come together to coordinate their efforts, share resources, and implement measures to stabilize their economies. For instance, the ASEAN established an emergency fund to support Asian economic after the financial crisis. Next is the resources. Countries often form regional associations to pool their resources and increase their collective bargaining power by collaborating and coordinating their policies. Countries can better manage and control valuable resources such as oil, gas, or minerals. The organization of the OPEC, or it's called petroleum exporting countries, is an example of regional association that aims to stabilize oil prices and ensure the interests of oil producing nations are protected. Last is the protection of independence, where serve as a platform for countries to protect their independence and promote their own interests. By joining together, countries can resist external pressure and maintain their sovereignty. Gaya ng NAM na Non-Alignment Movement is a group of countries that refuse to align themselves with major power blocs and seek to maintain their independence and neutrality. These are just few examples of why countries form regional association. For now, let's move to the factors of the region.
There are many factors that are leading the Asian region into greater integration. So the first is integration has been market-driven. Within Asia, there are a variety of systems, institutions, procedures, social relations, and infrastructures that are put in place for countries to engage in exchange. Second is formal institutions such as the Asian Development Bank or ADB were established. Conceived in the 1960s, promotes social and economic development in Asia. Third, economic grants and overseas development assistance are made available by better Asian economies. For example, the Japanese International Cooperation Agency aims to work on human security and quality growth. Fourth, production networks have expanded economies are mainly on comparative advantages through regional division of labor. Fifth is cooperation among the ASEAN and East Asian countries ensure that the ASEAN plus three financial ministers process that established two economic structures, the Chiang Mai Initiative and Asian Bond Market Initiative. The process aims to strengthen policy, dialogue, coordination, and collaboration on common financial, monetary and fiscal issues. Challenges to regionalism. The surge of military nationalism and populism. So, this involves the conflict between the NATO and the United States and Vladimir Putin's anti-NATO movement and continuing financial crisis. The continuing crisis in the European region continues to lead the United Kingdom into exciting the European Union. Differing vision of regionalism. Developed countries like the USA may only seen as regionalism as a tool for political democratization, but developing countries sees regionalism as an obstacle to economic globalization because public inquiry slows down its implementation. So this is the end of our topic or discussion. So and thank you for listening and please prepare a quiz on Sunday or Monday. Thank you.